Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rogers Base here with Japan Time Season 3, Episode 25. Today, we're going to be talking about Pokemon Let's Go. We're going to be talking about a lot of Smash Brothers things that have been going around Twitter. We got the World of Light, bosses. I don't know how deep into spoilers we're going to get, but joining me this week, I have, of course, the one and only Shofu.
Look, man, it's your boy Burnt Toast. You know what I'm saying? It might be burnt, but we still getting that bread, all right?
I might need to bring back young garlic bread, to be honest.
Young garlic bread? Oh, okay.
So, young garlic bread who was speaking just now, that is the real Zeph. What's going on this week, Zeph?
Hello.
We've got Coast.
What the fuck was that?
We've got Mike.
Are you a slowpoke, bitch?
What the fuck was that sound, bro? Yo, get the fuck out of my ear.
What's going on, Mike? How are you?
Hey, I'm mourning.
You're mourning? What are you mourning?
He's
Rest
gone.
in peace, Bandana D.
Wait,
He's a
what?
ghost now.
He fought the good fight.
Wait, did Bandana get deconfirmed?
Me and Mike are of the mind.
How are you mourning him if he was never alive?
He met
We
Galene's light.
think spirits mean deconfirmed.
Damn.
So if you're assuming spirits mean deconfirmed, then Bandana is not going to be in the game. All right.
Why
That
does
is
spirits
sad. I
mean
feel very
deconfirmed? You
bad
know,
for
that's
Mike.
podcastable. We'll wait a little bit.
Well, I mean, this is the podcast.
That's podcastable, though. You're still you didn't introduce my boy Vera, man, or McGill.
Well, I still have to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
I have to do it. All right. So I have to introduce Viram, who's not just your boy. He is also my boy. He is our boy, Viram. How are you, Viram?
I'm fucking fantastic, bro.
That's great.
I've just
All right.
finished
Did you hear
Spyro
that?
and I'm in a good mood.
First F-bomb of the podcast this week. Beautiful. And it's about Spyro.
Huh?
Yeah.
I definitely said it at least 3 times before him.
Did you? Well, not in the pre-show maybe, but on the actual
No.
show.
What? I just said it.
And speaking of people who drop F-bombs all the time, we've got McDareth.
What?
What?
How is that the same? Oh, or what? How you fucking doing today? We
Oh, man. So where do you guys want to start? Do you want to start with Pokemon Let's Go, or do you want to start with Smash Brothers? Because there really is a lot of stuff to talk about. We've been gone for 2 weeks. Some of us may or may not have been recording something special, so we didn't do an episode that week. And then the other week, I don't know why we didn't do one. I forgot why we didn't do it. I think we delayed it, but then we thought there was going to be news, and there wasn't news. Doesn't really matter either way. Right now, the thing that everybody on my friends list is playing on Switch is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I know a lot of people on this podcast didn't really seem to like this game when they first announced it, but it seems like some people are coming around. So I would love to hear some thoughts.
He ain't talking about me.
Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Am I not talking about you?
Who's starting? Me?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You're the Poketuber here.
It's alright. That's all I got.
I think that's a fair. Yeah.
Look,
I
man,
like
if
it.
you want me to, if you want my real opinion, the game dog shit. All right, it's fucking trash.
What?
But look, Lil Whale, let me finish.
There's
man.
no way you actually
Let
believe
me
that.
finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Pokemon has been doing the same thing for 20 years. So when they do the same thing again, you can't possibly fuck that up any more than it's already been fucked up in the past. All right. So at its core, it is a Pokemon game. And it is fucking impossible to fuck up a Pokemon game if it's a Pokemon game. You know what I'm saying? It's Pokemon Yellow. How can you possibly fuck that up? You can't. It's the first game. All right? But Pokemon live in random attacks, randomly with fucking 1 HP. You fucking Pokemon healing out of nowhere. So many things about the game are fucking stupid. All right?
Wait, what is the healing out of nowhere thing? I've not seen this.
You haven't seen that? You haven't seen when your
I haven't
Pokemon
seen
gets
the healing thing.
No,
not
what?
healing, not healing. I
Healing.
meant healing status. My bad. Like curing a burn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That shit's
Curing
fucking
sleepness.
stupid.
I've seen that. Which just shakes away.
Now I
or
know they
whatever.
had
Yeah,
that
I've
in
seen
previous games, but that only happened once you played with your Pokemon and Pokemon and me for a while. In this game, it just happens automatically. So
Yeah, my primate lived an attack at 1 HP twice in a row. I didn't heal it or anything.
Yeah, same thing.
Wow. Wow.
There's no challenge in the game whatsoever, unless you're under level. Like when I played Red, it was a little challenging because my Pokemon were level 60. But if my Pokemon were level 85 and properly trained, I would have smacked them. But other than that, I don't know. It's okay. Like I said, at its core, it's a Pokemon game, and if it's a Pokemon game, you can't possibly go wrong with that. So I enjoyed that part of it. But there's nothing new about the game, nothing innovative whatsoever.
Well, I would disagree with that.
Okay, go ahead and disagree. What you got?
Innovative for the series, but not video games.
Yeah, not for video games, but for the series, because there's a lot of things in this game
What?
that I legitimately don't want a Pokemon game without now. Perfect example, I do not want Pokemon games with PCs anymore. Now that I have my box with me at all times, I don't want.
Okay, that's just convenience, bro. That's within the game. Okay, that's just a quality of life upgrade in Pokemon.
But there's a lot of stuff like that. I feel like in this, like
there's a few things.
Now that they brought back following Pokemon, I don't want following Pokemon to ever go away.
Okay, but even with that, with the following Pokemon, the Pokemon you ride on, when you fucking get within 10 inches of somebody and the fucking Pokemon disappears and you walk away and they pop back up, that shit's so annoying.
I love HMs being tied to your starter and being completely dead. Now, there's secret techniques. You could teach your Pokemon surf or fly.
How the fuck is a surfboard a secret technique?
The best thing about the secret techniques is it's not limited to Pokemon. Like the humans are doing them, but your Pikachu does it for you.
Exactly.
So they could just be the new Poke Ride, which I'm fine with.
And I'm totally fine with that too, but I want them to keep that. I think there's so many things that I like just playing through this, even though it's sort of just like I'm playing on autopilot because I've played this game so many times.
This is my point, bro. Like that doesn't make the game itself any better than it should be.
But I think I agree.
It doesn't make any sense.
What it's trying to do, though, it's trying to be like a My First Pokemon game, and I think it succeeds at doing that. I think for people who've never played a Pokemon game before, or people who maybe only played Gen 1 or Gen 2.
Okay, but you're a grown-ass man who's been playing for 20 years. What's your excuse?
But I will say this. It has been way more fun. It has been way more fun playing through this on stream than Oris or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah.
Unquestionably more fun. Seeing everything in HD.
Now you're right.
The remixes.
You're right.
I mean, it's been way more. Even just like I know a lot of people don't like the motion control mechanic, but I actually think it is kind of fun, just like doing the multiple catches and trying to change shinies.
It would be fun. It would be fun if the Joy-Cons weren't fucking drinking lean while I'm trying to catch Pokemon. Like the ball's going backwards and shit.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way, man. Look at it this way. I am not too easily impressed anymore. Them changing the way the boxes are it's a finally for me. It's not a this is great. It's goddamn, it took you 20 goddamn years to make me not have to go into a Pokemon Center every time I need to switch my Pokemon. It's I don't know. It's just at the end of the day, it's okay. It's just not nothing in the game aside from shit like that, the little things that make things more convenient is new enough to keep me interested.
That's how I feel. Pretty much. But to me, it's like there are so many little things that they all add up, and it's like one big thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just
that's kind of how I feel, right? It's a lot of little things that I didn't think I would care about that turn into this thing where it's like, wow, I realized while playing this game that I'm enjoying myself more than I have in like a decade with Pokemon. Because it really does feel like going through, especially like I said, with Oris and with the early part of the original Sun and Moon and with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it felt like I was going through just the same thing over and over again. And there were new Pokemon, there was new stuff to discover, but it felt like it wasn't fun for me anymore. And I would
feels like Pokemon.
It does feel like Pokemon, but I would much rather take the convenience instead of the difficulty, because to me, Pokemon has not been difficult.
Pokemon has never been difficult, bro.
It's never been difficult. It's never been difficult.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
And people confuse things being tedious with things being difficult. It's not how it is at all.
I can't fucking stand when people say the Pokemon's so easy now. Like it hasn't been easy for the past
that's my
20
point.
years.
Exactly my point. Pokemon has always been easy. And so if this game is just like baby easy and they don't care and they're just owning up to it, but they're allowing me to revisit an area that I really liked like growing up and I have a lot of nostalgia for, and they're trying to introduce new people to the franchise and they're streamlining stuff, I don't know. I find myself really loving the game. I've liked it way more than I thought I was going to like it. And even a lot of the things they've changed, like with the early part of Veridian Forest and some of the stuff in Mount Moon, being able to see the Pokemon, like I love that. Being able to just avoid the battles
that's
that I don't want to do.
Except
It's
that
nice.
you have to fucking play baseball trying to catch these damn Pokemon.
I see some saying, "Oh, I'm a
something-
nostalgia pandering cuck or whatever," but you are the
Whoa,
exact same
whoa.
But I'm reading this, but I want to prove my point. Is the same people who are saying that are the same people who are like, "Oh my God, battling Team Rocket was so innovative at the end of
Man, that
Ultra
shit
Sun
was
or Ultra
trash,
Moon.
too.
I love seeing the old characters on the island."
Whose voice is
Oh
that?
my
Okay,
God.
yeah, you need to chill.
Those
No,
are the
no,
idiots
that
in
is
the
how-
chat
that's
who are
how
saying
these
that. That's how
Pokemon
they
people sound.
That's how they sound. That's exactly how
That's
they
not the voice they have.
That is.
That's how
that is.
Pokemon people sound.
I know you can't say that, Shofu, because that's your audience. You're a Pokatuber, but that is the voice they have.
Okay, you think
so.
I give a fuck? Look, man, I'm gonna keep it real no matter who's around.
Yeah, and I'll totally admit, like, I do think nostalgia plays into it, but the streamlining of a lot of stuff really has made me enjoy the game in a way I didn't think I would. So that's all.
Look, man, game ain't got no fucking content in it. Just like Gen 1.
Whoa.
What you mean? Whoa, what you got for me, bro?
Yeah, I think you should.
The main story is the content.
Are you
And
dead
it's
ass
good.
right now?
The
That shit,
cutscenes
bro.
and stuff,
You're not
that's every
serious.
RPG.
No. You beat the 8 gyms. You beat Team Rocket. You beat the Elite Four. You beat Red. You beat Green. You beat Blue. You beat all the other gyms again. You beat the Elite Four again. What the fuck else is there? I caught all the Pokemon for the first time in my life, Zeph. The first time in my 27 years of living. But I'm saying, it was so. I finished everything so quickly that I was like, "Fuck it, I'll catch all the Pokemon." I've never said that in my fucking life, bro. I never once gave a fuck about catching all the Pokemon, and I did it in a day, easily.
Because you streamed for 24 hours. Like, I feel no normal person. We obviously,
You
this
serious?
is our job. This is our. Yes, I'm serious.
Nah, get the
this
fuck
is our
out of
job,
here,
bro. No,
I've never done that. You think I was doing that in any other Pokemon game I've streamed? I've been
why
streaming
not?
Pokemon
You
for
do not
10
think it's
years.
fun?
What? I don't give a
You
fuck
not
about
think it's
catching
fun?
the Pokemon. And I did it anyways, because if I didn't do that, I would have had nothing else
Yeah.
to do.
Well, then let me ask you: have you had more fun playing this than you did playing Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Oris?
I don't think that even matters.
But
I
I'm
don't think
curious.
so.
I just want to know. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I can make fun out of anything. That has nothing to do with whether I like the game or not, or if I think it's good or not. I had fun playing it, but I had fun playing any Pokemon game.
I just see it like this. Like, people hold Pokemon up to this weird post-game standard where no other RPG has to do that. Like, when I beat Mother 3, I wasn't looking for what to do afterwards. I was just like, okay, that was a good game, and now I'm done.
You had your fun with the story, and then that was it.
Okay.
But Pokemon gives us the luxury of battling and trading friends and stuff.
Can we
as well.
talk about how Pokemon has been doing the bare minimum for such a long time?
That I'll agree with that.
This is
I agree with that
the
completely, yeah.
problem, Roger. No, this is the fucking problem. Pokemon and Game Freak, they don't do fucking shit ever. So when they do something, it's very noticeable. Like the fucking PC thing. Doo-doo. Like
Are
the
you
PC
serious,
thing.
though?
The PC thing stood out so much because they finally did something useful for the first time in their goddamn lives, all right? Can we talk about how they're so... Bro, okay, this is the one thing that I point out every time.
Yeah.
When you give the guard the tea and he turns around to drink it, do you remember the animation, bro? Does anybody remember the animation?
He was speaking to the
Oh,
He
wall.
was talking. He just
gamer
turned
app.
around. He was still doing his talking anime. Like, that shit's so lazy.
What?
When are they actually gonna animate some shit?
No, what stood out to me was in Silphco when you battle Giovanni. When he talks to you, he looks above you. He doesn't look down. He looks straight ahead the whole time. He never looks.
Some gym trainers like a Sabrina. They just
Why
look
do the
straight.
NPC still walk on a grid? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, when during cutscenes where they run and then they stop.
They stop and
then
turn.
They shuffle
And then
to turn.
that shit's trash.
They weren't doing that in Sun and Moon.
I just don't
Do you think
understand,
that-
bro.
why do
You know what I think that is actually? I think it's nostalgia. Because like they want people to remember. They even brought back in Sun and Moon, they cut it out where like when you find a trainer, they don't walk up to you. In this, they walk up.
That's
I
true.
think they tried to stick too closely to the original. Like, why does Giovanni and youngster Joey share a battle theme? Can somebody please explain to me why?
Why does Red not have his battle
those-
theme?
Well, I will say though, the gym battle remix is awesome with like the live violin. That is really, really good.
Well, a lot of the presentation has been pretty good so far. Like the
Yeah.
music's pretty amazing. Like just the entire 3D environment looks pretty good. But again, it's the thing where that's really the only good part of it, or that made me blown away. The rest of it is just pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean, and that I understand. You know, I understand being like, oh, you know, it's pretty standard. It's a Pokemon game, but at the same time, like the changes really did make a difference to me in a way that I didn't expect. I did not.
That's
go into
because
this
they don't
expecting
ever
this to be
do
like-
anything.
No, I know. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know.
at
I'm
all.
just saying.
I
look,
completely.
All
agree
I'm
with you.
saying,
Yeah,
if Gen 8 is anything like this game, I'm fucking on to them, man. I know about them. Putting the same.
You are
Actually,
getting-
I was gonna
putting the
I
same
was
game
gonna
out
ask
every
real
year,
quick.
man.
I was gonna ask real quick. Do we think that a lot of the quality of life changes from this game? Do you think they're gonna actually make it into Gen 8?
I
I think they
Okay,
should.
so-
I really hope. I like the overall.
I want to talk about this because it's really annoying to me. Okay, so Pokemon has never removed a core mechanic. They've removed features and gimmicks in that generation specifically. They've never removed stuff like, for example, the physical special split. That's like on the same level as being able to skip cutscenes. They're not going to just remove that from Let's Go and put it into the next game. That's just stupid. I could see overworld Pokemon not coming back because the only reason why they're in this game to begin with is because of Pokemon Go, and that's how you find Pokemon in that game.
right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they saw like, wow, everyone really likes being able to see the Pokemon in the overworld. Maybe we should put it into our main game that
That's
we've been
actually
working on for
amazing.
3 years.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that a
it's
lot.
real.
I just didn't like how I had to catch them afterwards, but being able to choose which Pokemon I want to go after is pretty nice.
It also makes finding shinies easier because instead of a 1 in whatever chance, you got like a 6 in whatever chance because you'll find more Pokemon on the overworld at a time than just one and having to rebattle over and over.
And it'll always be the Pokemon you're looking for too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've never once ran into some unless they spawn underneath me, like Onyx is stupid.
Oh yeah, sometimes Onyx would pop up in caves or Golbats. That happened to me in the rock tunnel. But on the whole, I really do like the overworld stuff, and I hope that stays, or at least as an option. I would like it to be an option.
I mean,
Another
if we're being
thing-
real, it makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one other thing I wanted to talk about was about wild battles. I can't remember the last time I ever thought to myself, this was a really good wild battle. Like, what do you ever battle wild Pokemon for? You battle them to catch them, or you're under leveled and you need to grind, and nobody likes fucking grinding.
Okay, but
So I
at the
was
same
perfectly
time,
fine.
you got to use resources to level up and let's go. If you
Yeah, you gotta use
train and
Pokeballs and stuff.
You got to actually
So-
spend money for that.
I want to see like a nice middle ground because wild battles haven't meant shit to me for the past like 15 years of playing this.
Hmm.
Like anytime I remember a wild battle, it's either because it was a shiny Pokemon or it severely inconvenienced me. Like Golem used Explosion, and I had to go all the way back to
Do you,
I mean, I
what is the consensus on the cutscenes? I'm curious.
the ones that are like,
They
you know,
weren't
the ones
long
with like
enough.
special.
Like Cubone's mother,
special-
or like
yeah, that shit was great.
Yeah,
The
I loved
text-based
it.
ones. Fuck that.
Wait, what do you mean text-based? What do you mean?
Those are the ones that I would like to skip. Are the ones where I'm just smashing A through stuff that I don't need to.
Oh
read.
yeah, the text scenes. Yeah, those are
yeah,
trash.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
I feel that.
I do feel like though for the game being something that obviously we all have been through so many times before, it's like so familiar to us. There were moments where I was like, oh, and again, this is kind of the bare minimum. I agree with you. But there were moments where I was like, oh, that really genuinely surprised me. Like the stuff with Brock in Celadon City, or I'm just about to get to Silphco. So I'm right there. I just
Why
had
did
the
that
battle with
surprise
Blue.
you?
I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't expect it. Like the characters pop up in ways I didn't think we would see.
Gym leaders don't do shit in any of the games except for 5 and 7. But 7, they aren't really they're basically gym leaders, but you know, they all they do is sit there in their room waiting for a challenger. Rarely ever do you see them in the overworld.
Yeah, I did like it though.
I did like all the redone gyms. I loved Sabrina's gym.
So I haven't gotten there yet, but you could spoil me. Like, what does it look like?
It looks like a neon city. Like, what's a good? Have you ever played Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 2?
Yeah.
You know the place where you fight Roxas?
Oh yeah.
It sort of looks like that, but it's like neon and you're on the skyscrapers. It's kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
And the fucking teleporters are actually like, you can actually understand where they're gonna send you.
And they gave characters like Blaine a lot of personality. You'll see. I'm not gonna like go in depth. I don't want to spoil people, but
sure.
He has a lot more charm to him. He's not just mysterious scientist guy. He's kind of funny, but it's just I like that they're doing that and they're focusing more on characters ever since like except for Gen 6. I don't know what happened in that game. The generators in Elite 4, I don't know what the fuck.
I love like the battle era, the meta era of X and Y, but yeah, Gen 6 is probably one of the worst.
Would you guys rather play this? If you were to go back to play Gen 1 again, would you rather play this or would you go back to the older games?
Oh,
this 100%.
That's not even
people don't like this opinion that I have, but I think this is the first actually good Kanto game. Fired and Leaf Green.
He's lying.
Those are the definition of bare minimum.
Yes.
I agree. The only reason that game existed was so that you could transfer Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon to Emerald. That's the only reason it was made.
Look,
he's not wrong.
And also money.
Look, man. You gotta stop lying to these people.
It's not a lie, though.
We're throwing the word gut around a little too loosely, all right?
Have you gone back and played Gen 1 recently? Like when it got re-released on Virtual Console?
Are you serious? I played Gen 1 at least 300 times by now. Minimum.
Damn, only?
I said at least.
I don't know.
Man, even if you haven't gone back and played it, you've played portions of it in other games. Like in Gen 6, the first dungeon you go into is Veridian Forest. Why? Why, Game Freak?
You know why. You know why. You know.
What's nostalgia grabbing?
You know why. They can't let it go. I'm fucking tired of this, man. I'm tired of seeing these goddamn Kanto Pokemon every goddamn year. Get them out of here. Gen 7, I gotta see these Alolan. I gotta see these Megas. I got 2 Megas of Charizard, 2 Megas of Mewtwo. Get them the fuck out, please. Pokemon Go. I got nothing but Gen 1s for the first year or two, whatever the fuck it is. Get them the fuck out of here, please.
I disagree on one.
I'm playing 6th gen. I get to the next city, they give me a Kanto starter. Get them the fuck
But
out.
I loved the Alolan forms. I genuinely thought
they were cool. No, they were cool.
That was cool because
it's only Gen 1 Pokemon, and we all know why.
Of course. But I think that was one of the big reasons why I didn't like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because that's something so easy they could have done, is just make a bunch of new Alolan forms, because those are the Pokemon that mainstream people connect to. It's those original.
I want more regional variants.
Me too. That'd be amazing.
Saying. We get the first Pokemon game on the Switch. It's all Kanto. Like, get them out of here, bro, please.
Hey, tell me that this isn't a clean variant.
You cut out at the end there. What'd you say?
Tell me this isn't a clean variant right here. Unovian Avalon.
He's amazing.
I love this. I love that. It's a road in the code. That's actually awesome. I love that.
Let me put that on the stream. Hold on.
But I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I love. Like, do that. You don't need to introduce 150 new Pokemon every generation. Just use the one we already have. Make new variants of them. Change up the metagame a little bit. Give them a weird typing. I love that kind of thing. And so I do hope that going into the next generation, that was something I did really like about Sun and Moon, was they gave us a lot of new Pokemon, but they also sort of revamped Pokemon that we know and love. And I do hope that sticks for whatever the new gen is going to be. I hope some of them are variations, hopefully not just of Gen 1 Pokemon, but variations of other Pokemon that we know, as well as a bunch of new Pokemon.
So I've been quiet this whole time because I'm just skipping this game in general. But I wanted to chime in when we talked about
that, man. Why are you skipping it, man?
I normally skip the in between games, but this one, like, I looked at it, just didn't interest me. But this is the 5th time we've gone to Kanto, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. But like, I was gonna say, when we talked about story with Pokemon and why, like, with RPGs, how you play through the story and that's what you expect. With Pokemon, I feel like it's different because I play Pokemon games, like, only story I can remember is like some of X and Y, the legendaries of 3rd gen, and then all of Sun and Moon. Besides that, I forget everything because, like, when I play a Pokemon game, the story isn't what I'm thinking about. It's like catching the Pokemon. So then, if I beat the game and there's nothing I can do with the Pokemon I caught, then that'd be like, where is the stuff here?
For those of us who have,
Well, I mean,
have
you
any of
can
guys
just
tried,
that.
like-
That's what the online is for.
That's what I was going to ask. Is have you tried online battles yet?
No, I
Have you
don't know the game.
gone online and tried it? Because I would be curious to know if it is any different or it feels fun. I'm sure it's probably the same grouping of Pokemon over and over again because everybody uses, Charizard and Blastoise and Venusaur and stuff, or Lickitung in my case, but nobody else uses Lickitung. But I would be curious to see like what competitive battles look like in this, especially because
No,
now
you
apparently you can
wouldn't.
max out every stat.
That's a fucking
So-
joke, though. Like,
So
bro.
but what's going on with that? That I don't quite understand.
Like,
Like, what's up with this
basically,
thing where
you can train
max
your
out
you can
every
train your Pokemon normally. You know what I'm saying? Put some Eevee. I guess it's not really EVs anymore in this game. Basically, you can train your Pokemon normally, and then on top of what their stats are currently, you can give them candies to make their stats go up to 200 more than they already are. So your stats can be absolutely insane on all your Pokemon. And it makes the Pokemon do way too much damage. They're too bulky. They're too fast. It's just ridiculous, dude.
That's why when I play online, I just do normal battles on Let's Go because it cuts out all EV shit. AVs, I think is what.
I didn't even know there were options. I haven't even looked at it.
Yeah, no restrictions. Lets you play with those candy stats, but if you do normal battle, they're disabled.
Oh.
You keep cutting out at the end of your sentences, bro.
I'm on push to talk, so I keep forgetting.
All right. But yeah, normal battles, you just go in, it's level 50, no candies. So that's probably how you'd want to play in this game, but I don't know, dude. I don't think anybody should be playing competitive in this game unless it's just for fun real quick.
Yeah.
It's not to
Yeah.
dive too deep into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's what anybody should be doing. I think it's gonna be fun though. Like I'm excited to get the Mega Stones and try out like because I have Alakazam right now on my team, and like I want to see Mega Alakazam in HD along with the other characters. I think it'd be kind of cool. But it is a novelty thing. It's definitely not something that I think people will invest a lot of time into. And I understand completely why they decided to, go with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon still for the next VGC season. But I'm just like so sick and tired of like the multiverse stupid stuff they've been adding to Pokemon recently. Like just bringing it back to basics has just been nice for me because I hate that extra. And I know some people love it, and I know I get flack for saying it, but I just really do not like all the extra stuff with like, oh, there's multiverses and all these different timelines, and it's so great. It's like it's not great. It's lazy and it's
It makes it too easy to do it. You just make
You
the
know,
story however the hell you want.
You know the
Ideally-
multiverse thing? It's heavily implied that the original timeline was destroyed.
Wait, you got to take
Ideally-
yourself off push to talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's
Keep yourself
it's
on because I
heavily-
can't hear.
Ideally, back
it
to
is
basics would be
Oh.
doing something new, but just basic. Like, so going back to just a simple region, but, a new one.
Right. Something
Yeah.
that was along the lines of Kanto. That was a simple region, simple story, but it's new. It's all fun and new. It'd be great.
I just want to know why Lieutenant Surge gave me his autograph. Like,
Bro, I definitely didn't ask for that shit. The fuck?
But what I was saying before I cut off was I was saying the original timeline, ever since X and Y, it was Oris, I guess.
Yeah.
It was very, very heavily implied that the original like red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald shit got fucked up and destroyed. Cause what's her name fell through a wormhole, and there was something about UB because when the wormhole opens, UBs come out and UBs pulled up, and none of those motherfuckers in the other dimension had mega evolution, so they all got blown up, and that's why she fell through the portal.
But
It was weird.
I'm assuming this is on the new timeline though. Mega evolutions exist in this timeline. It's not.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, Annabelle from the Battlefront here, and how
Okay.
she like was in the post game of Sun and Moon with no memories because she fell through an ultra wormhole.
I straight
it's
up forgot
'cause-
about that completely.
Yeah, it's because UBs showed up in the original timeline and fucked all the. And in the original timeline, they don't have mega evolution, so they couldn't really fight back.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
it's weird.
So then where does the new timeline begin?
We don't know.
Like
I
the
thought
next-
this game was like just after, from what I was seeing from like Shovu stream, it seemed like it just takes place after whatever, like Sun and Moon, basically. Because like Blue is there, he sees you, calls you a rookie, so like he's already going through everything.
He's established, right? Exactly.
Yeah, Red is there, already established. Green, so like it seems like it's after, but then Giovanni's back in power somehow, which makes no sense.
Well, Giovanni was at the end of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. He's
Yeah,
like, "Oh, go back to my
that
timeline."
Giovanni is a different Giovanni.
Yeah, it's a different
that one.
What?
That's one that
What
beat
the
Red
fuck?
and like succeeded in his plan. And then he started time traveling or whatever,
I
guess,
see.
or dimension traveling.
I hate it.
What kind of
Kingdom Hearts
convoluted
don't
need
nonsense?
this.
This is fucking Pokemon.
And it's Kingdom Hearts now. What's up?
Ugh, bring it back, man.
So
That's
these
maybe
trainers about to get
like I
naughty.
said. That's the good thing about this game is I feel like with all these new players, I hope that they bring it back to basics for the next gen. I really do. Because I think if they don't have a lot of the quality of life features that this one has, I'm probably gonna drop Pokemon. And that's something I never thought I was gonna say, but like, or I won't drop Pokemon. I'll just play whatever the Let's Go like side series is, because I'm sure they'll do Let's Go Pichu and Togepi.
They
and
better
Let's Go.
not. They better fucking not.
Oh, they will.
Let's
my
go,
God.
Hooper.
Let's go
go.
Plusle and Minun. Let's go Riolu and whatever it's gonna be for.
They better fucking not.
They're gonna do
Temtem
it.
the new way, man. I can't wait for Temtem to come out.
So what exactly is Temtem again?
What
Because
the
we
fuck
haven't
just
really talked about it on
happened?
the
Wait,
show.
hold on. somebody
It's,
paused?
my mic. No, my mic. I hit my mic arm. Not there.
What'd you say about Temtem?
So what exactly is so different about it? I'm just curious
Well,
because
it's
I see
not,
you
it's
talking
not
about
different. See, the thing about Temtem is it's not really different at all. What they do is they're just doing so many things that Pokemon has not done or could have made better. But Temtem's doing it all. That's why I fuck with Temtem. I just need Pokemon to see it real quick. Still everything.
I'm just
they're
waiting
doing.
because fuck these Kickstarters.
Look, man, you're right. But Temtem's
Oh, is it a
new way.
Kickstarter?
They got hella support though. They raised like 10 times their goal or some shit.
So did Ukulele.
That's true.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
but see, but look at the difference. People wanted a Banjo Kazooie successor, which was never going to be made. So that's why they put their faith in that game. Why are people putting their faith in Temtem? There's nothing like that for Temtem. They're just making a game that's similar to Pokemon because they see what I see. Right? It's an MMO.
I think it'll be okay.
It's co-op. It's co-op. You can do stuff with your friends in the story. They got no hacks in the battles. They got picks and bans in the battles. Like that shit's fucking clean.
I think it'll be okay, but I don't know, man. These Kickstarters have me worried.
If Temtem flops, it's gonna be because their timing is just terrible, dude.
Well, yeah, because it's coming out next gen. Right?
They're-
It's coming out literally right around the time of the next.
Whenever they,
generation of Pokemon.
yeah, and then the alpha as well is not coming out till like after Smash Bros is out, and then
That's weird
Let's Go's
timing.
already out. Like it's just their timing is really bad with everything they're doing. But other than that, it don't look too bad, man.
I mean, I'll give it a chance. I want it. To be
Yeah,
good.
I'll give it a chance. I've played so many shitty ROM hacks. I don't know.
Where'd you go? Were you done talking?
I wanted to just say we'll see, and then I let go of the button too early.
Why are you still on push to talk? Take yourself off.
Hey,
push to
just
talk.
let it happen.
Why?
What?
Why are you on push to talk? What do you mean let it happen?
Just let it happen.
Hold
No,
the damn
just why are
button
you on
longer when
push
you're
to talk?
talking. Then Jesus, we can't hear anything
Hold
you're
it down,
saying,
man.
All right,
What's
the
going
next
on
topic?
with you, Zeph? The topic is what's going on with Zeph? Why he needs to be a push to talk.
No, I
Just
don't
let-
know.
Just
man.
let it happen.
What's
wanna
going
know.
on in your house, man? You good?
Let's hear it.
Blink twice if you
We
need us to
we,
talk.
All right.
we got ghosts.
You have ghosts.
I fucking knew it.
How are those ghosts in your house? Got a sylph scope?
No, I don't have anything. That's why I'm pushing.
Okay. What's the next topic, Rogers base?
World of Light. Let's talk about World of Light. So, Game Explain dropped a really big
Where's the
video
link?
today. The link is in the. Just go to YouTube. I don't know. Look on YouTube.
Hello?
I'm lazy. I didn't. put
What
a
is
link
this
in the chat.
preparation? Give me the
Don't
link
worry
so I
about
can put
it,
it on
alright?
stream.
I was playing Pokemon yesterday, and I didn't write show notes because I figured that we'd have a lot to talk
Why do we
about.
find a link?
That's what we're doing?
Detective.
All right.
I thought
Okay, so
Detective
he's gonna
Pikachu.
find a link. Oh yeah, we get to. Oh yeah, I guess we didn't talk about that. We got to talk about Detective Pikachu. So since the last episode, we have found out that they are making a live action Detective Pikachu movie. First trailer dropped. And what is the general consensus? I guess I'll share my thoughts first. I am very glad I didn't record a live reaction because my initial reaction was, what is this disgusting mess? This looks terrible. And then upon rewatching it, I actually think it looks really good. And I will never be okay with furry Jigglypuff, furry gross lounge singer Jigglypuff. But everything else I think looks great. I think the Greninja look really cool. I think Pikachu looks perfect, exactly how you think Pikachu should look in real life. I don't know. I'm down. I'm excited for it.
It was funny seeing all of the various mixes of reactions initially. Like some people hated it, some people loved it, some people were just confused. But I think people have just kind of leveled out in what they feel about Detective Pikachu at the moment. Like everyone's gonna still watch it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's cool that fan artist guy got a job for this movie. The dude
So
that
do you
drew
want to
all
tell
those
people
realistic
like
Pokemon.
Yeah. So this guy was a DeviantArt person who drew a bunch of Pokemon in a realistic sort of version, and he got hired on to be the concept artist for this movie, which that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. If you're a fan of something and then you actually get to work on the big budget Hollywood version of it, that's pretty cool. Good for that guy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Taught him everything.
Cool,
he knows.
dude.
And say I actually at first, I mean, I saw the still images, looks kind of weird, but when I see them in motion and with the angle they're going with, that only the kid can understand Pikachu, like I actually kind of really like it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people see them, it's like, oh, they look ugly, but it's like Pokemon are pocket monsters. They're kind of supposed to look
Right. They're monsters.
out of place.
It's like real animals. Some are cute, some are ugly, some are cool.
Hey, that's
It's just like regular animals. What?
what?
All right. Cool.
What were you saying? I was waiting for you. You said something, and I thought you were going to say something.
Hey,
Anyway.
Mr. Mime clean.
Oh, Mr. Mime looks very, very weird. I'm not about that.
Nah, I love it because he should look weird.
I mean, he should, but he looks creepy.
He's so animated though. I love it.
Yeah. I liked just the little.
It's just cool. He's like an actual mime and doesn't talk. And
No, I will say this. Pokemon Company. I will say this is a little weird. Pokemon Company. I know they're very strict on YouTubers being very family friendly and always saying the right things. And it is bizarre to me that they will stop working with certain people for saying things. And at the same time, in the official trailer for the Pokemon movie, they have Mr. Mime tell Pikachu to shove it. That seems kind of weird.
Pokemon just has not made sense for the longest time, bro.
But that in particular seems very bizarre.
It's just it's more than just that. Like they're so anal about things that don't really make sense, and then they have a whole movie with fucking Deadpool and
Right.
the Deadpool
Yeah.
guy, and Deadpool,
Deadpool,
like the fucking most
the voice
vulgar
of
movie
Pikachu.
ever.
Deadpool is the voice of Pikachu, man.
Maybe they have different rules for movies. I don't know. It's associated with Pokemon though. It makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything that
It's
has the
actual-
Pokemon name on it usually is extremely child friendly.
Right.
Also, something I don't know if they ever announced this. Someone announced it. Maybe Cerebi did. But like when we were at Worlds, they had when they were on stage, they had the crowd in front of the stage do something, and they recorded and said, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be in the movie."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, what was it?
I actually don't remember because I got in like as it was happening.
Maybe that's for the sequence where we see Detective Pikachu almost get eaten. Like where Charizard's going in and you see
Yeah,
it at the end
maybe.
of the trailer. Yeah, it's probably that. Maybe it's like just crowd sounds for the actual Pokemon fights. That'd be kind of neat. Maybe you'll see yourself in a movie.
Wasn't over there. I don't know. I'm excited because it's just interesting, and seeing Sonic on the screen made me remember that the Sonic movie's coming.
Sonic
That's not-
movie.
How do
Oh,
you
yes.
think that's gonna be? Do you think that's gonna be good?
So
Is it live action?
yeah, and I'm trying to think what I can even say.
What you can say? Wait, did you see it?
No, I know someone at Paramount.
There's a
I haven't
live
seen it.
action Sonic movie.
Oh, spill it! Leak right now! Leak!
No.
You tell us.
Okay, this is probably not. Okay, I hope this is not bad.
It's
So
not
I heard
controversial.
that after the Pikachu trailer came out, that the people making the Sonic one were worried about people's reactions of that and how they would receive the Sonic trailer. That's my opinion on the Pikachu one.
Okay.
He's about to be trash.
Hey man, they got Jim Carrey as Eggman. It'll be okay.
That's
There's
still
no
such
way
weird
that's real.
casting to me. No,
But
that
yes.
is real. That
I
is
actually
real.
think that actually could work out really well.
Oh,
He's a very good
yeah.
method actor.
He is.
Eggman's about to say already then a bunch of times.
Still sad Danny DeVito isn't Pikachu.
I'm putting money on him having a cameo in this movie. I think he's gonna have a cameo. I really think so. I'm too aware of the joke to not include it as a cameo.
That's what you think.
Yeah. On the topic of weird voices, let's talk about Veridian Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because
No, let's
They
not talk
changed
about
it.
that.
Why?
she sounds like garbage, and I want to know what's going on there.
She
So in case you guys
sounds-
don't know what we're talking about, Palutena's guidance is back. It has been confirmed in this video we were talking about that all the Palutena's guidance things are coming back. There are new ones for the new characters, but Veridi's voice actress is different, and it is not good. She sounds horrific.
She sounds even more bratty. Like there's like the old voice nailed a fine balance between bratty and tolerable, but now it's just it tips the boundary a bit too far, and it sounds
A race of
way
crocodiles.
too bratty.
I hear they like bananas. Ugh.
But I thought Donkey Kong was the one who liked bananas.
Yeah, you got that Japanese dub right there.
Breathing knuckledraggers like bananas.
True.
Well, that's true. We can change the languages.
But doesn't that change the entire game's language? Can we still read?
I love bananas.
I actually don't know about that.
I don't know. Yeah, there should be. I'm sure Sakurai's thought of everything for
Some
this game,
attacks
so I feel
fail
like
to penetrate King
there probably
K.
will be
Rool's
something
large
where you just
leather
change the
belly.
voices instead of
You
changing
might want
the
to
entire
consider
language.
incorporating more grabs into your battle strategy.
Oh well, we'll listen to the cameo once and then
I just played it for them.
again.
The codecs though are not coming back, right?
That's a damn
Confirmed
shame.
Codecs are gone.
Yeah,
That
that's
is a
sad
huge
because
shame.
they
Yeah.
were way
Rest
more
in peace.
funny.
I
Captain
wonder why
Falcon
that was the case though.
Kodak, that was the best one.
Sakurai had to make it about his damn game. That's why.
Hmm. Everything else looks great though. All the new World of Light stuff we saw looks amazing. There was another boss that was confirmed today, right? Mike, I saw you say something about like a Mario boss that was a spoiler.
Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone here wants to talk about it.
So is this like is it a boss from the Mario games or is it the thing that everybody's already seen on Twitter?
It's the thing everyone's already seen, but I don't know if
okay.
everyone here has seen it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We're on a Smash Brothers podcast. Giga Bowser's back, people.
Oh.
Spoiler
Dude,
mean-
what the hell? Come on, man.
alert.
Oh,
Is it
you mean
Smash
they
Character?
reused his
Giga Bowser, what
model
the
from
hell,
more than
dude?
just a Final Smash?
I can't believe you just. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that is something I think is really cool. So it's now been
Yeah,
confirmed
that's
that there are
cool.
bosses tied to each character's classic mode. So nobody's final boss is the same.
No, that's not
And
true.
they're-
They are.
Well, some of them are the same, but their lineup is all different. All the lineups
Yeah.
for all the different characters is different. So like Wolf's basically his entire lineup when he goes through classic mode are all the people that were cut from the games before. So you battle like Pichu, Young Link, Ice Climbers, Snake, and then at the end of his you battle Gallium from Subspace Emissary, which we saw in the latest trailer. So I think that's
That's
kind of cool. I mean, what else? What else do you guys want to talk about? I feel like there's just so much to talk about that it really wasn't worth going through and like writing up show notes. It's just like whatever you want to talk about because we have been gone for 2 weeks and the game is almost in our hands. So it feels kind of weird to still speculate on things, but at the same time, I want to talk about it. So
You wanna
I
talk
wanna
about the
talk
spirits
about-
thing?
talk about it. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
Stuart.
so just to keep myself sane, and I think Mike is in the same boat as me, we're just going with spirits deconfirms characters. We're just gonna go off that because why not, I guess. It's sort of weird because like they would go out of their way to get all this stuff, whatever, that's another topic. But so today we got who do we get deconfirmed besides Bandana D?
Why do, you,
Someone Alma?
why do you think that deconfirms them in the first place?
I just don't. I don't have like a. There's both like a. There's a fair argument on both sides. Like, I think if they went out of their way to get like rights for a character for like a mode like this, they'd not like because not every third party is gonna get in right as a playable character.
Right.
So you may as well acknowledge them in some way. And then there's stuff missed, like spirits we haven't seen yet that should be in the game. Like I don't think we've seen a Monster Hunter one, which would be sort of weird because Rathalos is a boss.
Yeah.
So maybe they're a playable character.
Well, I literally just did a video with Keith about this, and he had mentioned to me something that I know you're going to talk about, one of the characters that's one of these spirits. So Keith used to work, Mighty Keith, whose video we were just watching earlier. He used to work for Ubisoft, and he was still working for them at the time this game was announced. And he was like, all right, you got to tell me, is Rayman in this? And they're like, not this time, buddy. So,
and he's a spirit.
And he's a spirit, exactly. So if you're a Rayman fan, I'm sorry, but you're not.
And there's some weird spirits that you think would be there but aren't. Like, Jibanyan's not there. He was really popular at the time of this game, like being planned.
Yep.
It's sort of weird. He's not there. Jack Frost from SMT isn't there. Dragon Quest.
Jibanyan makes a lot of sense though. That seems like a character that Nintendo would have asked for because doesn't Nintendo publish Yokai Watch in North America?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird.
And if Nintendo, I guess that's another thing that has happened since the last podcast. That's actually a pretty big deal. I can't believe we almost skipped over this. Sakurai confirmed on Twitter in English, which is insane. I've never seen him do this. He confirmed in English that the DLC for this game is finalized and to stop sending him requests because Nintendo chose the characters this time around. So I'm assuming that means we're not getting fighter ballot characters, and most of the fighter ballot characters are already in the game, like K. Rool and Isabelle and Ridley and stuff like that. So with that being said, what DLC characters, sort of talked about this a little bit with Jibanyan and Monster Hunter, what are the DLC characters outside of the Spirit deconfirmations do you think still have a chance?
Dragon Quest, I think they're the Square Enix rep. If they put Dragon Quest in the game, then Smash Bros. Wins Japan. It'll either be Slime or Erdrick, probably, but Slime would be
Slime
coolest.
or who?
Erdrick is the most iconic protagonist from the series.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who Erdrick was. That'll be cool. I mean, I kind of agree with Slime. I think they already set the precedent with Piranha Plants, where you have a generic enemy in the game. And Slime's sort of been his own character for years now.
He's their mascot.
Yeah, exactly. So that would make a lot of sense. And I know people probably asked for Slime on the fighter ballot in Japan too. So I don't know though. I kind of feel like we're not going to get very many third parties for DLC. I think we're going to get more first party.
Really?
Than third party. Yeah, I do. Because I think Nintendo's going to want to promote their upcoming games. I think we're going to.
I thought that too, but I don't know.
Has King Boo been seen as a spirit yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got gleamed.
I was going to say because I could see King Boo being in this. Or has Egad be seen at all? Egad from.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Does that really mean that the character's not in the game now?
I'm just doing it for my own sanity, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of smart.
I don't know.
We
about
also.
that, man.
Well, why not? Why not, Children?
It just
'Cause
keeps me sane
It's
to
just
think
more
that
made.
way.
It's just more made up rules. Nobody ever said any of this.
Yeah, there's no rules for anything.
No, that's true. That's true.
What I want Sakurai
You
to
gotta
do
have faith, bro.
is I want him to
Nothing
make an
makes
assist trophy playable so that there are actually no rules left.
I mean, if that's going to happen, it'll probably be Waluigi.
I'd love to see that happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either at this point. I just don't really particularly like Waluigi, but that's fine. If it proves a point, then I'm okay with it.
I just hope whoever's picked are fun to play against and play with.
Well, I'm sure every character is going to be fun. They're not going to put in a garbage character.
Yeah. Well,
even the characters people complain about in Smash 4.
How you gonna put that on screen, bro? Come on! I didn't even bring up Isaac once. I didn't bring up Isaac once to two, man.
Can I ask a question? Why does everyone misspell Isaac? Everybody
I don't know.
It's a
puts
weird
two
name.
S's.
It's a weird fucking name.
And whenever people type out, my fucking name, they put two F's.
Why do people
Every
call?
time.
Why do people call him Isaac instead of Isaac? Like, hello?
I don't know, man.
Anyways, yo, leave me alone, please.
If they're going to make an assist trophy playable, though, if they're really going to make an assist trophy playable, they got to do Bomberman. Bomberman was done dirty. I feel like there was that thing going around Twitter recently. It was like, oh, make 3 assist trophies into playable characters. Bomberman was the one that's like, that's unforgivable. Bomberman deserved to be playable.
Bomberman ain't got enough clout.
Why did they do him like that, though? He said He said, "Yup, it's him." Why?
Yep, it's him.
I don't know. It's like I could see it as I know everyone wants me to play him. I'm just happy he's in the game. Like Bomberman's a character I like, and just seeing him in Smash is cool. You know, I can't play him. It's like
I don't mind assist trophies at all. Yeah.
No, I don't either. I mean, that's how I feel about Shovel Knight. I'm happy Shovel Knight's in it at all.
so even for some spears, like Shantae being in as a spear, it's really cool. I was happy to see Infinite in as a spear because I thought Sega was just going to bury that character, and when he's in Smash as a spear.
Oh, I think like literally every character ever is gonna be fucking Spirit. I think I can't like I'm 50-50. Spirits don't mean anything. Spirits different from characters. The literal only reason I'm thinking that way is so I don't have to think about DLC because I just don't want to think about it anymore. I just want to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a whole bunch of spirits because they're just JPEGs.
Yeah, they could put in whatever they want. Goku technically was in there. Did you see that?
Yeah, Goku was.
Goku was actually confirmed as a spirit. Goku and Chao.
Yep.
Very weird.
Picture. Yeah.
People think we're kidding. Show it up on screen.
Here, look, Goku's right here.
How you gonna bait him like that? Come on.
Oh,
Funimation even tweeted it. They retweeted
Goku's
it.
literally right there
boy,
on the
Goku in
screen.
game, bro.
And Chow.
Yeah.
Damn,
And
we're trying to get the
Chow.
Chow
I don't know
card.
I don't know why they paired them up. It was kind of weird.
What game is that from?
I don't know.
I was trying to figure out what game that was from. I think it's one of those arcade games that was on the Wii.
It was probably some shitty ass game.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I don't remember. What was the Sun or something? Hold on. I'm going to look this up. Arcade game Namco Wii. I think it's like Sun. I don't know. I can't find it. Doesn't matter. Well, what else about World of Light do you guys want to talk about? Because I feel like there's too much to talk about. There's too much to break down. And it's hard to talk about it without getting into spoiler territory. But is there just anything in particular based on the stuff that you've seen that makes you go, oh, this is going to be amazing? Or swayed your opinion at all on whether or not you're going to like the mode or not?
I think it's nice that there's more than just that map. Like, there's a whole bunch of sub maps, like with caves and stuff, which is pretty cool. There's a lot to explore. I kind of hope like you're given a lot of options on who you want to start with to unlock, because I don't want to just be given like 3 choices at a time or something. Like, let me go wherever I want.
I don't know. I'm kind of waiting because I really want to play World of Light, so I didn't even watch the World of Light
I
videos.
just want to play this damn game.
Yeah.
We're so close. We're 2 weeks away.
The way I've been thinking about it, Let's Go gonna keep me happy probably till like Friday, and then I'm gonna play Spyro until next Friday. After that, the 30th. Then the Kirby DLC comes out. Now I just gotta last 1 more week, and then we're good.
So I'm not completely caught up on this Kirby DLC thing, though. This Kirby DLC is just like remixes of stages we've already had, right?
Nope.
It's like it's a whole new world.
Yeah. Really? So it's like a new game, basically.
They're saying it's a new world. Yeah, and like the bosses are harder, and they're adding 4 playable characters, which is Terenza,
Who's
Susie. Terenza's the Sectonia's like person.
It's like a spider thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're adding Susie from Robobot. Megalore, and then they're adding the 3 Jambastion mages playable as like one character.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I really like Star Allies.
And they're hinting at they're heavily hinting at 02 coming back as a boss.
Oh, it's like the end of the mode?
Or well, just 0. Yeah, because every patch the final boss room like updates and gets remodeled. And the latest update, the puddle on the floor was literally just the background from the 02 fight in Kirby 64.
Ooh, I hope that's the case. I love that battle.
Yeah.
I think I'm liking Star Allies more and more as time goes on, because pretty much what it is now is just a celebration of Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Kirby deserves it. He's a good guy. Something, though, that really deserves accolades and that didn't get accolades.
You said
is
allocades?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. No, accolades.
Yes.
What are you saying? Allocades. What? Allocate?
Hey, it's an inside joke, man. Continue. You know
Yeah,
what
the fuck?
Roger?
All right, so Xenoblade 2 didn't
Shafted.
get nominated for anything at the Game
Yo,
Awards.
fuck the Game Awards.
So that's why I wanted to bring this up. So the Game Awards were announced last week. A couple Nintendo things got nominated, but really the thing that was missing was Xenoblade 2. And the thing was, Xenoblade 2 came out after the award cutoff. So every year the award cutoff for nominations is like November 16th. So if something comes out in December, it's not going to get nominated. And a few years ago, that happened with Final Fantasy 15, and they still remembered to put Final Fantasy 15 in as the best RPG nomination the following year. That did not happen with Xenoblade Chronicles.
What the fuck is Pillars of Eternity 3? Hello?
Shoutouts to this tweet that he made, Jeff Keighley made. Getting Game Awards nominees out was a weight off my shoulders. Not one call of disappointment either. Seems like the reaction is positive overall. Now we move on to building the show and all the moments. Thanks, man.
Now we cash the Rockstar checks.
Yeah, thanks for that Red Dead money.
So are we all in agreement Red Dead's going to win Game of the Year then?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Probably.
It's going to win every category it's nominated for, except
Yeah.
for maybe music.
I read they're going to win Game of the Year when Pokemon Let's Go right there. Fuck you.
I got to be honest. I like Spider-Man more. I think Spider-Man was good.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because Jeff Keighley got probably his $50,000 check, and he's gonna say,
Well,
I personally think
Awesome.
Red Dead.
Since we have them here anyway, I do kind of want to go through the categories, or at least some of the big categories, and talk about what we think should win. We've got Game of the Year. Let's just start with that. Game of the Year: Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War,
Pokemon Let's
Spider-Man,
Go.
Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
You say you're just going to leave it
Of
Pokemon
these
Let's Go like that?
Well, they did.
They
so I have
re-released
to.
Gen 1 for the 5th time, and you just going to disregard entirely disregard this game that I played for the 97th time in my life. Crazy. Can't believe it. Can't fucking believe it. No respect.
Fucking
Oh my
stupid
god, I'm
idiot.
an idiot.
Roger's fucking
I
dumb.
forgot that
Roger
game
thinks
you
he's so goddamn smart.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I was like, wait, okay.
So of these nominations, which one do you
It's
think?
got to be between Spider-Man and Red Dead, right?
I thought you were about to
God of
say
War.
Pikachu and Eevee.
I was gonna say-
Goddamn.
I thought you were going to say
Hey, you know what? Now that you say that, you might be right.
No.
Now, which one's better, Pikachu or Eevee? I don't really fuck with
Pikachu.
Eevee like that.
Pikachu.
Gotta be better.
Pikachu, definitely.
Because now I can catch wild Eevees.
Like, is it voted on? It's not, isn't it? It's a panel.
So it's vote. There's a panel, and then there's
Bro,
votes.
no,
from
there's no
people at
fucking
home.
panel. No award show is legitimate nowadays. Promise you. Promise
I'm
you.
not
I'm
saying the panel isn't bought off, but I'm saying there's a panel.
Because I'm wondering, is like,
that's just for our that's so we can
Amusement.
sleep at night.
Right.
there's a lot of backlash at the start of Red Dead. So if it's all votes, like, I don't know if I'd see it winning over like God of War or Spider-Man.
What you mean? That's
Well,
irrelevant.
the thing is, God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead were all nominated in pretty much every category. So what I think is going to happen is the reason they got nominated in everything, even in categories they don't necessarily deserve to be in, is one of the games we'll know as the night goes on. Whatever game picks up nominations in the smaller categories will be the thing that doesn't win Game of the Year. I think Game of the Year will be maybe like God of War or Spider-Man, but I think Red Dead or Spider-Man or Red Dead
No.
and God of War or whatever.
I
will sweep
completely
the
disagree.
categories. Really?
Yep.
So you just think it's going to be a straight up
I've seen so many people just praise Red Dead Redemption 2, and I don't understand it. Like, I really don't understand why. I think that the bias of Red Dead coming out as the last game and it being a Rockstar game, I haven't, but
And there it is.
It's fun.
That's
It's
why
fun.
You, that's why you don't understand.
I haven't played any of the other
super
games.
bored playing it.
Same.
I really
People
like
were saying,
Spider-Man.
Thank you for saying this. Thank you. Yes. Yes, Zeph. Yes. Preach to the choir. Because I have been saying that. I feel like the open world in Spider-Man was a lot more interesting. I think it got boring quicker because there wasn't as much there. But I do think
Very
that it was more
repetitive.
enjoyable for the time that I explored it. I don't feel the need to explore in Red. To be honest, I think the open world in Breath of the Wild last year was better than Red Dead's.
I'd probably
And I've
agree
seen-
with you.
I mean,
Spider-Man's
agree with
DLC. Spider-Man's DLC was fucking garbage, bro. Did you
I
play it?
haven't played the DLC.
Oh,
no, I
boy.
haven't
The
played
DLC, like,
No
it
game
emphasized
like
the worst part of the game, where you're like, when you're Spider-Man and you're in like a closed off section, and it's so hard to move.
He gets fucking stuck to the walls and shit. The camera's fucking up, man. That shit's annoying.
That shit was the worst part of the game.
Hey, but you know a game that did have good DLC?
What game?
What?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, I
Tell him again.
Torna Country was amazing. Torna was great. Have we all beaten Torna? Can we talk about it?
Not good enough to be a game of the year.
Clearly, yeah, clearly.
I think one of the things with Spider-Man is open world
go
is just that moving in general is very fun in that game.
Yeah,
it's more fun than a lot of other games. You can swing,
fighting is fun.
Fly through the air, and it's amazing.
Really makes you feel like Spider-Man.
Yo, you gonna have to back the fuck up, all right? I'll make you fly over there. Anyways,
I am happy Monster Hunter World got nominated though too. I am glad because I thought that they were going to leave it out.
In Monster Hunter World, yeah, I was gonna say 99% of the time it's always a single player games that won game of the year.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see
Monster Hunter World, man. I spent so much time on that earlier this year.
I really do like it too, but like compared to those games, I don't see it winning.
No, it won't because they want Red Dead to win or something that was developed in America. But I like Monster Hunter World. All right, best ongoing game. This was Overwatch, No Man's Sky, Destiny. Why are we even talking about this? This is not important.
Wait, name them. No, name them. Where are you going?
We don't need to talk about best ongoing game. That one doesn't matter. Best score of music. This is an interesting one. We got Celeste, God of War, Spider-Man, Ni no Kuni, Red Dead, and Octopath. I'm going to say Octopath because Octopath's music was godlike.
Yeah, Octopath and Celeste for me.
Celeste was pretty good too. Yeah. We got.
And Celeste is going to get snubbed off of so much stuff. I already know.
It's going to win something. Again, not even for Game of the Year. It's going to win something. It's going to win something that probably doesn't deserve. But it's going to win.
Ooh.
In fact, it'll win something it does deserve. It'll win Best Independent Game, probably.
Oh yeah, I forgot that category.
Yeah. So it'll probably win Best Indie Game. Yeah. But like, I don't think it necessarily would have deserved Best Music. I like the music in Celeste, but I wouldn't have put it above Octopath or even like God of Wars or even Ni no Kuni. Even though Ni no Kuni 2 wasn't that good, I like the music in it. Some of these categories are just weird. I'm just going through the ones that I think are important to us. Best RPG. This was the one Xenoblade got snubbed in. I don't even know what Pillars of Eternity 2 is.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so Pillars of Eternity was kickstarted. I actually backed it. It's like, do you know Baldur's Gate? No.
So you're part of the problem, is what you just said.
What?
I didn't play this. That's what I heard. Hold on. You said I actually backed it.
So it's like the old RPGs, like Baldur's Gate, like Dragon Age was like inspired by that. So it's like top-down tactics. You take each of your team units and move them and kind of play it out. So that's what Pillars of Eternity is.
Do you think it would take it over any of these other four? Which are
what are the other four?
Octopath, Ni no Kuni, Monster Hunter, and Dragon Quest.
I don't know why the hell Monster Hunter's there, but no. I mean, the thing is, Pillars of Eternity, I mean, Ni no Kuni 2 is on PC, but Pillars of Eternity is on PC. So I guess for me, it depends on like how much of a console influence are voting.
Also, you asked why Monster Hunter's there. It's because Monster Hunter's nominated for Game of the Year and is going to win Game of the Year, and they're going to need to give it something. And so they're going to give
If Monster Hunter World got game, like RPG
That's how
of the
this
year,
works. I know
all these other games, it's
how
really dumb.
Every year at the Game Awards, I've gone in person for the past two. This has happened every year, where everything that gets nominated for Game of the Year ends up winning something. And then whatever wins Game of the Year might have already won other stuff, but usually everything else gets like some other award. And I think that's why Monster Hunter's there. Because I don't necessarily think Monster Hunter's an RPG. I think it's an action game.
Yeah.
But I guess they needed to get that Tomb Raider money, so they put Tomb Raider in for Best Action Game instead, along with the other four that probably deserve it.
Dragon Quest wins.
I have to too. Dragon Quest would be cool.
Dragon Quest is really good. Yeah, I haven't beat it yet, but I enjoyed most of my time with it.
Yep. And then we've got the Best Nintendo Game category. So Reggie can go on stage to announce the Metroid Prime 4 trailer. This is actually Best Family Game. And the nominees are Mario Tennis Aces, Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink, and Super Mario Party.
Wait, what category is this?
Best Family
game.
AKA Best Nintendo Game.
Best
I'd actually give it to
Nintendo
Labo,
game.
to be honest.
I think it'll be Labo too.
Labo's probably going to win.
Yeah.
And
then Reggie's going to make a big speech about how important Labo is.
Aces.
Great.
That good of a family game. I don't know. Like Ace, I really like Aces, but it's like I can't.
Fuck Aces.
Oh shit!
Why are you so loud, bro?
Oh shit! But yeah, fuck Aces.
Trash game.
Fuck
I'm
Aces.
so mad, dude. I have to fucking go.
Go off, please. Go off.
He left. I think he left.
Oh, he actually
I
left.
was.
Said I have to go.
But he got
That
up.
game-
That game makes me so mad.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
That game was
No,
so,
that game.
bro, that game was so fun during the fucking demo or the beta or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it was free. That's why.
No, not
that
because it
the
was
full
free.
game.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like Titanfall. Remember Titanfall? I played the shit out of that demo, out of the beta, and then it came out and I never touched it again. Same thing happened
Yeah,
with Ace.
'cause that was just
Bro,
it.
fuck that story mode.
Like,
Story mode. Oh, that shit
Aces?
was super trash. Oh my
That was
god.
terrible.
It was
terrible.
Do the same 3 things and over, but in a different setting.
Yep.
I hated that story mode, man.
then they added some bonus stuff at the end that was fun, but it's like, no one. It's like, here's the other thing with Aces, right? The only costumes in this game before they put in the, like, I think they probably did more since I just stopped playing, but Boo got like a hat. They had one Mario costume for playing the beta. Then they gave Mario another costume, which is a replica of like the racket from the story for doing extra stuff they added later. All the other characters have nothing. Also, the fact that they did a character a month, like, the game doesn't have longevity for people to keep coming back each month to unlock a character. Like, after a while, I just stop caring. You get the character anyway. But like, I loved Aces Online, and then
The story mode
it
should
was
have just
dumb.
unlocked the characters that are on the disc or
It
on
really
the
should
cartridge, I guess. Like,
Like, that's the other
I was
part.
really
It's so
hyped for
stupid.
playing for Boom Boom, but I have to fucking wait. I'm never playing that game again. Smash is
I
coming
wanna-
out.
That's the only time I've ever heard in my life someone say, I was hyped for playing Boom Boom.
I love Mario 3, man. It was the first time you could play as him, but then nope. Wait 3 months.
3 months. Try 7. Because he's still not
Yeah,
one of the characters
fucking-
being put
So
in.
fucking stupid.
I wanted to play Dry Bones. That's what I was going to main.
Dry
Then he
Bones
didn't come
was
out.
cool, man.
So then I played Bowser Jr. Then I got harassed because I played Bowser Jr. and he was broken. What a life.
Oh, well. Then we've got, let me see. What are some of these other categories? Let's see. Some of the ones that are interesting. Okay, this is stupid. Best mobile game, and Dragalia didn't get a nomination. Is straight up trash. McDareth is with me, I know. This is so
we don't
dumb.
fuck with that animation,
We got
man.
we have Reigns Game of Thrones. We got
What?
PUBG
Yeah.
Mobile, Fortnite. Like,
Oh,
what?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It's
PUBG Mobile
a
made me
popularity
fucking laugh.
contest, man. They don't care what the
Yeah.
best is.
They fucking just jerk off the company,
Florence?
get some money.
Florence and Donut Country.
Yeah, those are actually good games.
Is Donut
That's
Country
not
the whole?
Dragalia.
Damn, hella
Do you
people
like-
talking about Dragalia trash. Dragalia shit. How you feeling, man?
Dragalia is good.
Hmm?
I don't care. People
I
can
can't
say-
hear them from
say-
my Dragalia gameplay.
Thank you, McDareth. People say Frozen's bad all the time to me, but I don't care. I'm
Fuck
sitting
Frozen.
over here saying, "Let it go." I don't care.
How can
People
I
can
enjoy
say-
Frozen when I'm hot? You know, bars and fires, shit. You know what I'm saying?
When's the next episode of
The
Pokemon?
podcast's over.
Huh?
Podcast is over. Cancelled.
Wait, what was it? What was the name of that one Pokemon game? The Pokemon puzzle game that came out a couple years ago.
Rose?
Troze,
The other one, the other
Shuffle.
one. Shuffle these nuts. All right, moving on. We got.
Are you serious?
best-
No, hell no.
We got
No. You're not about to do that and then just act like nothing happened just now.
so best fighting game. We've got Dragon Ball Fighter.
He's actually
Blaze-
doing it. He's
Don't
actually
count.
doing it.
Boo.
So
That
of
was
those
nowhere near.
nominations,
That was
which one?
nowhere near as good as Howdy.
You gotta move, Roger.
Yeah, that one was.
Didn't
He's
hear
got nothing
anything.
on Howdy, man.
I know. I was trying to think of something, but Shuffle was the closest thing that came to mind.
We didn't hear the
Shuffle.
nominations.
Oh, nominations.
Fighters,
yeah.
Soul
Blaze Blue,
Calibur.
Fighters, Soul
Blue.
Calibur, and Street Fighter 5. Because Smash.
Why the hell is Street Fighter 5 there?
Arcade
What?
Edition
Arcade
came out
Edition.
this year.
Oh, come on.
They did
the
not.
same game.
Are you dead ass
No,
right now?
the real answer is that Capcom gave them some money.
Capcom
Yup,
gave him
and
that
that's absolutely
money.
the fact.
I feel like Fighters is 100%.
Yeah, Fighters has to win. dude.
Capcom
What?
wasted their money.
Yeah.
Like, I could see
No,
Soul
but
Calibur,
them being
like, Fighters is winning.
them being in the discussion is plenty.
You know, Soul
Yeah,
Calibur
that's all
6
you
is
need.
gonna win, and when it does, all of you owe me $5.
So Calibur
Okay.
6 is not winning
Soul
shit.
Calibur 6 is pretty good.
I think Fighters is gonna win though. Like I could see Soul
course,
Calibur, but Fighters is definitely winning.
Fighters
Because it's like
has to,
Fighters
man.
just has the Dragon Ball pull on top of being.
It's
a good
also
game.
better.
It looks sick.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
also the
Fighters.
best fighting game that came out this year, which is what the category is. Can we?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
God, I'm looking on here right now. I don't even know. Did anybody play Detroit Become Human?
Oh god.
It was
Oh
bad.
god. Yeah, I played it.
Best
Oh,
narrative.
God.
That shit
Does
made
it
me
deserve
laugh.
Best narrative? Yeah. does it
That
deserve
shit made
best
me
narrative?
laugh.
Dude, I fucking
Narrative,
every
we got
single
Detroit
time.
Become Human, Life is Strange 2, God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
just anything except for Detroit.
Bro, Fallout 76 about to win all the fucking prizes, bro.
Fallout 76 is trash.
That shit clean.
Bro,
you know
how
what
is
I'm
that?
saying?
How is that shit tied with Sonic 06 on Metacritic?
Is it really?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And they came out. They were
Two of the
released the
cleanest games
same
I've ever
day.
seen.
Did you guys see the that guy at GameStop?
Yeah, that shit was mad funny.
That was hilarious.
Hold on, I gotta find
No,
the
the
video.
best part about that video is
Yo,
at the
play that
end
on
he
stream
said,
right now.
Yeah, can we watch? I actually have
Thanks for
not seen
calling
this. Could you
GameStop.
play this on
I'm
stream?
trying to find it
Because I
right
don't know
now.
what
I'm
you're
trying to
talking
find it.
about. Okay.
No, when he answers the phone,
There
it
it
was
is.
perfect.
Yeah, at the end is the best part.
This
Thanks
shit is
for calling
mad
GameStop.
funny, bro. All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
I do want to
shambles.
see this on stream because I don't know what this is. All right, let's see. I'm turning the volume
I'm
up.
finding
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm finding it. I'm finding it.
That is correct. I knew that game was going to be garbage though when they first announced
No,
it.
you already
Wow.
Generally unfavorable reviews.
All right, here we go.
Wow. All right.
Same date as well.
You have to listen.
That's just their policy. Like it won't even come back in as a return to a brand new game. It's when I scan your receipt, it's gonna see when this one was bought, and it's gonna automatically give you trade credit. How you doing, Rizzo?
This guy about to go on.
The moment he walks back, it's like,
Oh, sure.
Jesus.
It wouldn't let him return Fallout, man.
Wow.
It's not over.
Whoa.
God.
You didn't hear him answer the phone? That boy was doing his work still.
Wow.
Thanks for calling GameStop. This is Brian.
GameStop. Pre-order Fallout 76 is special.
Like this shit happens every day.
Oh my god.
GameStop, how may I help you? Hey, give that guy a raise. Give that guy a raise. Answer the phone like he was unfazed, bro. He don't get paid enough to deal with this shit. He gonna do his fucking job.
that
He
guy,
don't
at the
get-
end, that guy at the end was straight up just like, this dude really
He
just
don't
did
get
that.
paid anywhere near enough to deal with any of that.
Oh man.
It's not even his fault. He just worked there. Why you gonna fuck up the store? He didn't even do nothing. So is Fallout 76 that bad?
Apparently.
It's that bad to do all that?
He likes it, but
It can't be that bad.
It's the Sonic
It's
06 of
kinda
Fallout,
bad.
man.
Okay, no, I get that it's bad, but is it bad enough to fuck up an entire store?
nah,
I mean, no,
Nah.
nothing's that bad.
nothing is ever that bad. Yeah, well, there are things that are that bad, but not
I don't know.
Fallout.
I cannot think of a game that's that bad that would wreck a store.
Lol, $60.
Yeah.
All right, so we got best esports player, which is going to be Sonic Fox. It has to be. No one else.
He's
I
not
don't,
going
I
to
don't
win.
know who else.
I really hope it's Sonic Fox. 'cause
It
he's, like,
should
the
be
most-
Sonic Fox, but he's not going to win.
Are these just like a bunch of Counter
It's
Strike?
gonna be a Fortnite player.
Wait, name them.
It's probably going to be
We
simple.
have Hajime Tokido. We have
Okay,
John
that's
Uzi.
Tokido.
We have Okasander Simple. And we have Sung Hyu, Jojo.
Just
Neck
say
is
the
his
tag.
name.
What
Jojo
the
Neck.
Yeah. I don't know.
Don't
I
need
don't know.
to say the
all right,
full names.
We got Sonic Fox, Tokido, Uzi Simple, and J-Jo Neck.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay,
any
it's
of
just-
these
it's
people
just-
except for Tokido and Sonic.
Simple could definitely win because Simple is ridiculous.
Yeah, Simple's probably
What
going to win
game
it
does
just
he play?
based on...
Counter Strike.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Isn't Tokido a
He
Street
just-
Fighter?
Yes,
Yeah.
Tokido
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
Okay.
Evo champion.
I feel like Sonic
Fox
Fox
is the
though.
most deserving, though.
Yeah, he's
he
the
deserves it for
best at
sure.
so many games. It's ridiculous.
Whenever
but
he
half
picks
the
something
games,
up
half the
seriously,
games he's the best at are fucking garbage, bro. Nobody cares
Not
about
fighters.
it.
Fighters
I said
is
half.
big.
I said half. I said half.
Okay. Oh, got
Okay.
you. Got you. Because I was at Evo. I watched him do that live. It was amazing.
He's definitely amazing at a lot of games, but like a
Yeah, but-
a
This man
popular
was
Counter Strike
getting
player will
full
have way more clout.
In a
as
full
far as-
furry costume. Insane.
Okay,
no,
but did
I
you watch
agree.
him win the Injustice Finals? You probably not.
I did.
Is that the thing where
I
they
went-
took
I
it
watched.
away from him
I
because he
watched
said
that.
I'm a furry? I didn't see the Injustice Finals.
I only watched it because he won. Won. I went back and watched it.
He's the best at a lot of games, but it's unfortunate that the reality is like a fucking Counter Strike player or a Call of Duty player is probably gonna win, or
Yeah.
a fucking Fortnite
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, it's the other.
Well,
I think it's Counter Strike, League, and Overwatch are the other three.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Overwatch is one of them. Yeah.
Thank God Overwatch is dying.
What?
It's not really, is it? It's still pretty good now. They
It's
just added a new-
1000% dying.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on the decline currently.
I'm having fun with it. I like it still.
I'm already Tracer, so.
Once they put it on Switch next year and they get a Zero Suit Sam and Steve out, we'll be back on.
Stop it.
I'm going to predict this right now. Next E3, you know how they shadow dropped Fortnite this year? And then they talked about Rocket League the year before? This upcoming E3, we're going to get Overwatch on the Switch, and they're going to shadow drop it on the eShop as soon as the presentation's over. And it's going to have Nintendo costumes in it. Because they're super buddy-buddy with Blizzard now. They had a booth at BlizzCon. They had Diablo. They hired somebody to make a Ganondorf Diablo outfit at BlizzCon. They did a Nintendo Minute from BlizzCon. And the guy who produces Overwatch said, we're not against putting Overwatch on Switch. And Diablo apparently did well for them. So if
they made a Diablo Switch bundle. Like there is a Diablo themed Switch, which is crazy to me.
So I do think that it's looking pretty good for Overwatch, especially Hearthstone. That was supposed to come out last year, and that never happened. So I don't know. Weird.
Hearthstone? Do you mean Artifact?
I don't know.
From what I've heard about that game, they're doing some interesting things, like eating money.
It is eats money, but
oh, okay, that's cool.
Artifact.
We got best esports event. This has to be Evo, right? Evo's got to win this. It's got
hell no.
No.
Yes, Overwatch. Okay, well, all right. That's
fine. Oh wait, no.
Evo...
Did you just say Evo over the international? Are you crazy?
Yeah, that Dota one is gonna win. I don't even watch Dota, but I know about that shit.
Evo is probably going to be the least voted one.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Evo was fun this year.
I like Evo, but international is on a completely different level.
We have best esports host. D1's not on here, so that's a shame. He should have been nominated.
D1 barely hosts.
Oh, wait, keep going with this one because there's something funny with this one. That's the only one I know.
Paul Redeye Shaloner.
Just say tag.
Okay. S Jokes, Anders Bloom, Machine, and Golden Boy.
So here's the thing: Anders is not a host; he's a commentator.
So that's what I'm saying. D1's a commentator.
No. But D1, my point is, Anders is on this list, and he's never hosted an event in his life. He only commentates.
I just needed somebody to add up there real quick.
Yeah.
He probably slid him some money.
He's probably going to win then. Anders will probably win.
It's time.
I'd put on Red Eye. I think Red Eye could be really good to win. But
who is Red Eye what, Counter-Strike or something?
It started with Counter-Strike. He does Dota events now.
Okay.
I'm giving it to my boy Golden
Boy. The past 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I know Golden Boy. I've heard of him. He's the one that's on the show with The Rock now, right? He's doing some show on NBC.
Yeah, I heard he's doing some TV show.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
So that's cool. I vote for him. I like him. He's cool. We got Content Creator of the Year. This will be a fun one. We got Dr. Lupo, Myth,
this category,
Ninja, Pokemon, and Willie Rex. And I gotta be honest,
Ninja wins.
Best Fortnite content creator.
I only know Ninja and Pokemon. I don't know the other 3. Are they all Fortnite creators?
They're literally all Fortnite.
That's crazy. Well, Ninja's winning, so
Ninja
he better.
Bro, don't say my name in the chat. Come on now. I appreciate it, but shit.
Yo, when are you streaming Fortnite?
Goddamn, never in my fucking life. I don't give a fuck about that goddamn game.
I know a certain somebody who would probably say he deserves this category, but that's for a different.
Who? Which category? What you talking about?
Best content creator. Somebody who's the best.
Oh my, bro! Just leave him alone. What's your problem?
I'm not saying.
No, I know. You didn't even have to say because I know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
He talking about Alpha Red. I'm gonna just say it. All right. He talking about that guy.
Sports moment of
leave that guy alone, man. What's your deal? What's your problem?
I don't. It's just become. It's become such a running gag now that it's just you got to keep running with it. Well, what was the best esports moment of the year?
My fist bump.
None of them.
List them out.
I don't know because
I literally can't think of a single moment off the top of my head.
Wait, no, that wasn't this year. I was gonna say Cloud9 won.
Boston Major?
I'll read the nominations. I'll read the nominees.
Boston Major was this year.
Oh, it was? If that's in there, that might win.
It says the nominees were Cloud9's comeback at the Boston Major.
Yeah, there it is.
G2 beating RNG in League. KT versus IG in League. OG's massive upset of LGT. in internet. Oh, LGD, sorry. In
Oh,
there.
that could also win.
And then Sonic Fox going against Go One in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Go
Goichi.
Yikes.
Oh, I didn't know who that was. Sorry.
I'm actually surprised that a fighting game one made it on there versus these other ones. So again, I like Sonic Fox's one is really good.
Omar, don't make fun of me in this channel. Omar says Go One. I didn't know what his name was.
By the way, the Goichi moment is just the switching chairs moment. That's all it is.
Okay, never mind. That's not winning.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's not winning. I thought it was like Sonic Fox dethroning Goichi's best, but no.
I'm voting for Pokemon Let's Go One, man. That's what should win.
So the CS:GO one, the Cloud9 one, is big because NA has never won a major, and that was them as the underdogs winning a major on NA soils. That was a really big win. The international one is big because because OG literally just lost 2 of their core players, and even still went to international, came from losers and won. Like that was a really big story. And then there was even a battle between the two, like the players that left in a new team and that team and winners. Like that was really cool. So I could either of those would have my bet. I'm biased, so I'd swing for Dota, but either of those. I don't know League, so can't fill in on those.
I feel like that's every category we got to go over. The other ones are just stupid. None of these are interesting. What we should talk about, though, this I actually do want to talk about in regards to the Game Awards. What do you think is going to be shown? Like, what are you guessing is going to be the big trailer reveal for the Game Awards, either from Nintendo or from anybody else? Like
Metroid probably, or Bayonetta 3 actually.
Bear.
Yeah, Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, Bayonetta 3 they teased last year, so I could see that happening.
I believe with Bears 1 and 2, they've gone through this process of teasing the game 1 year, then the next year they like have a proper trailer for it, and then the next year they release it.
Yeah. I think the motherfuckers thinking we're gonna get a Smash DLC character reveal or nuts.
No way. No way.
I don't think we'll see one until after Piranha Plant.
Yeah, I think it'd be like, well, no. I actually don't think that's the case. I think it'll be January. I think the big January Direct we'll see one.
I think we're gonna get a new Grand Theft Auto, like a tease.
I could see. Well, yeah, especially if Rockstar paid the money.
That's so. I don't know. That's so soon. Like Red Dead just came out. How soon after like GTA? Was it 4 or the first Red Dead came out? I don't even remember anymore.
I don't remember back. Yeah, 4 was when the first Red Dead came out.
So like, how soon after 4 did we know about Red Dead?
Pretty soon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it was pretty close together. Let's find out.
I kind of feel like that's going to be saved for E3 though, because now we know that PlayStation's not showing up to E3, which pretty much confirms we're getting PS5. So
yeah,
I don't know. My thing with that is after their conference last year, I don't blame them for not showing.
Oh God, that was one of the worst conferences I've ever watched. Good Lord.
Last year or this year?
Oh, last year. This year. It was this year.
Every year.
This year.
Technically this year, yeah.
Well, some years they're fine, but like this year was like, let's have all of them go to these different stages and then play music for a couple minutes.
That dude played that fuck. What was he playing? A fucking band?
The banjo?
That shit was way too long. That shit should have been cut down a few minutes, and we would have been good.
Yeah, last year's wasn't even that good either.
Well, last year's I remember being pretty okay, but this past year's was just the stuff with like it was Spider-Man, Last of Us 2, and then what were the other two games? Ghost of Tsushima, right? And then there was some other one. I don't remember.
Death Stranding.
Oh, of course. Well, no.
I'm assuming we're gonna see Death Stranding at the Game Awards.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like
Are we gonna actually understand this game? Because like every time I see it, I'm like, this is still getting super confusing, Kojima. Where are you going?
They showed gameplay.
That didn't help.
All it was walking. I still don't even know if I want to buy it. I might just watch it on YouTube.
Oh, it's
It might be
Kojima.
better
Are you
enjoyed
kidding?
that way.
Of course you're gonna buy it. It's Kojima, dude.
I don't know, man.
That's like Kojima's like a Sakurai to me. He's somebody that like whatever he makes, I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, I'm the same
Kojima has far too much power. If this game
Kojima
wasn't
and
made
Sakurai
by Kojima,
genuinely like
I still don't know
they
what the
could
fuck
make
that game is
a
about.
boring puzzle game, and I'm gonna buy that puzzle game. Like
No,
if this
Those two
game
are
wasn't
untouchable.
made by Kojima, no one would give a shit about it. Doesn't make
for
any
sure.
sense.
But could anybody but Kojima make the game?
exactly,
True.
exactly.
I think we're gonna see more of that, or we're gonna see a new game from the guy that did A Way Out.
Oh, the guy
Oh,
who
no.
said like F the Oscars.
Fuck the Oscars.
I could see that.
Oh god.
That game was funny, man.
I do feel like the Nintendo thing is going to be Metroid Prime 4. I actually don't think it's going to be Bayonetta because Reggie's been like teasing for so long. Like he's wearing the little Metroid shirt and everything at the Game Awards, and he's talking to Jeff Keighley about when's Metroid. I think that is going to be something that we see at the show. Is we're going to get a little teaser of gameplay, or maybe like just a regular teaser trailer, not just a logo for Prime 4. Just because it sounds like the right venue to show that. And they did show Breath of the Wild there. I mean, they've been showing really big games at the past Game Awards. So if they're showing Breath of the Wild and then they showed Bayonetta 3, it seems to me like Prime 4 is a pretty good bet.
That's true. They could do Prime 4 the exact way they did Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I think this is totally unrelated, but next year I think we might catch like a glimpse of the next Zelda game sometime next year.
Do you think it's going to be 2D or in the Breath of the Wild engine?
Breath of the Wild engine.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it'll be like Majora's Mask, where they just expand on the engine and make a better world.
Next year already looks pretty stacked for Nintendo, though. With
they
got Luigi's Mansion, new gen of Pokemon. Well, I mean, for me personally, this was a better year because of Pokemon and Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I think next year,
all three of those games were great, and the Torna DLC.
I just think next year's going to be great because we're going to get most of the Smash DLC next year because it ends in February.
Yep. Fire Emblem.
We're going to get Fire
Animal
Emblem.
Crossing.
We're going to get
Metroid
Animal
Prime
Crossing.
4.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
I just feel like Nintendo knows they can't put anything up next to Smash because it will get cannibalized.
Exactly.
So they literally just like, here's Smash and here's this Pokemon spin-off game. Here you go.
Dude, I can't wait for Animal Crossing. That's
and
the
Yoshi.
most anticipated game. Oh, Yoshi, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read the name out. Puff Daddy in the chat had a pretty funny name for Yoshi, but I'm not going to read that out.
Yoshi's Fucky Wucky, yeah.
I'm gonna make a prediction that I'm seeing some people talking about in the chat too. I think we're gonna see Square's Avengers game.
Oh yeah,
I forgot that was even happening.
Oh my god, yeah,
because they announced that, and I think there will be some type of Square announcement, but I don't think like a Kingdom Hearts trailer or something makes sense for this event. But I think whatever their Avengers project is will probably be seen at this event.
So, do we think Square is gonna screw this up?
No,
I don't know because Square currently just lost millions of dollars, so we'll see what happens.
All they got to do is just put an Avengers game, make an Avengers game in the Final Fantasy 15 engine, and it's going to be good.
No, that would be the right thing to do. This is Square Enix. Half the time, they just do weird things. So with Kingdom Hearts, it's taking 10 years to make the new one. Most of I love Square Enix, but they keep just doing dumb things. I don't get why.
What Square is going to do is make the game based on Iron Man, and then every other Avenger is DLC that'll be released 12 months later.
Hulk story.
And $30. You can play as Hulk.
Like, real talk, what the fuck is Quiet Man? What is that game? Why does this exist?
I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I haven't played it, looked at it, or anything.
I saw the reviews for it and it just sounded funny.
Like, saw the reviews, I saw people basically summarizing it. The entire game is silent because you're supposed to be a deaf person, but they're still talking. You just can't hear it. Then they're like, oh yeah, come back in a week and you can hear the full story when we put it into the game. I'm like, what the? Really?
What?
Yes. When you beat the game, at the end of the game, you actually hear a sound. Some guy picks up his phone. You're hearing everything again finally, and it says the full story revealed. And there's a timer counting down. It was a week till after the game came out.
What the fuck? Cool. So,
Okay, real fast. You were like, Kingdom Hearts 2, I never thought about Kingdom Hearts 2. You beat Kingdom Hearts 2, and there's a trailer in there. I know it's for Birth by Sleep, but it's a trailer that holds you over saying another one is coming when you 100% the game. Like, what person sees that doesn't think, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 is on the way? Anyway, I'm done ranting.
So you mad?
I love Kingdom Hearts. I waited 10 years. I just want the game to be out so I know it exists.
Interesting.
Cuphead DLC would be cool. I like that.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about Cuphead DLC. That'd be neat. We haven't seen anything.
It's gonna come out in 2021. Isn't there some? They're working on some DLC actually, aren't they?
Yeah. They're making DLC for Cuphead. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's why I said Cuphead DLC. We'll see a trailer. We haven't seen a lot of it. I think it got announced at E3. I would like Cuphead too. Just like straight up announce a new game and bring it to all the platforms. That'd be great. I love Cuphead.
Fuck Zelda music.
And I want more of it. I'm trying to think of any. Maybe Bloodborne 2?
No, that new game.
Well, isn't that new game supposed to be Bloodborne 2?
No. It's like it's Dark Souls, but with emphasis on movement. So it's like really cool. I want to play that game. That's one of the games I'm most excited for.
I forget what it's called.
What is the name of that game?
Something.
I only know it's Shadows Die Twice. I don't know the first name.
No, that's not what he's talking about.
Is that the samurai one?
No. You're talking about
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
No.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, that is. I was talking about the
Sekiro.
Deracine.
Yeah.
Deracine's the one that people are thinking is Bloodborne 2.
That samurai looking game is very pretty, but I hope the gameplay is an ass.
It's by Sucker Punch, and like I've been waiting for them to do something after Second Son was a little disappointing. So I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah.
Well, Sucker Punch is Ghost of Tsushima, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then I don't know what else they could announce. People are saying Mortal Kombat, maybe.
I could see MK11. It's about that time.
I
mean, we may not care, but Mortal Kombat sells a lot.
No,
So,
it does. It does.
Yeah,
it's about that time.
Some people are saying maybe Halo Infinite. We'll see a Halo Infinite trailer.
Oh yeah, there's those rumors going around with the new Master Chief Collection update that they might do something soon.
What's this update?
They
updated the menus where it's just a bunch of flood everywhere now.
Apparently, it's because they said it was because something to do with
were playing
after
a certain
Halloween.
game mode.
Yeah, after Halloween, the flood game mode got really popular, so they want more people to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's nothing.
It's pretty much it. I can't everything else I'd assume would be like a new release, like something we've never heard of yet. I think Roger's trying to talk and he's dead.
No, I'm not dead. I was just saying you guys were still talking.
Your mic just keeps lighting up.
Oh, weird. I'll tell you one thing we're not going to see. We're not going to see a trailer for Final Fantasy VII.
Never again. Never.
It's not going to happen. We're not going to see that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I won't be surprised if they cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm seeing.
Why'd you get so quiet?
I don't want to get shot, man. People can get
Somebody in the chat said what they might do is if they don't do Prime 4, they might announce a Metroid Prime trilogy for Switch. I could see that happening. Like something small to appease that Metroid fan base that's clearly waiting for something. But if they aren't ready to show Prime 4 yet, because really there's no good way to play those games in HD. The last time they were released was the Wii, right?
They're on
They never
the
got
Wii U
re-released.
Virtual Console.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can get them on the Wii U.
Requires having a Wii U or playing Wii U. So
Yeah, it's an HD system.
And today's the anniversary for the Wii U.
Happy Death Day, Wii U. Happy Death Day.
I'll flush the toilet in its honor.
All right, I think that covers it, right? I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
We covered the Game Awards. We covered Pokemon Let's Go. We talked about some of the World of Light stuff without having to spoil too much. I'm gonna read one more viewer question because he does it every week, and he was asking me,
Here we go.
will there be an episode of Japan Time this week? I wonder why there wasn't one last week. You still have my question for this week? Are you good? So he says, there seems to be a stigma around characters becoming playable in Smash. What do I mean by that? Well, some people want certain characters simply because they think Blink getting in will secure them a new game. I'm sure Isaac supporters can attest to that. Meanwhile, people treat being an assist trophy as the end of the world. Your character isn't playable, but at least Nintendo took the time to acknowledge he exists. To get this, Starfy, Isaac, Little Mac, and Saki were all assist trophies in Brawl, and after Brawl, we got a new Starfy game, a new Punch-Out for Wii, a new Sin and Punishment, and a new Golden Sun. Before anyone says it, the reason we didn't get any IP revivals after Wii U 3DS was most likely because Nintendo wasn't in a financially stable position to do so. I feel we are due for a revival of an old Nintendo IP in 2019 or 2020. What do you think that revival will be?
These nuts!
I don't think they'll revive anything.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The
They'll
reason
make
they're
new
dead
things.
is because they weren't selling in the first place.
Yeah.
That's not true.
People always say, man, hey, I want F-Zero. I want F-Zero. Comes out, 5 people buy it.
Yeah.
People would definitely buy an F-Zero game now.
I think F-Zero is an exception.
What?
But like
Captain
using Golden
Falcon's
Sun
good
as the
hell.
example, it's like they stopped making Golden Sun because they weren't selling anymore. And they straight up said, we'll continue, like we'll make a new one if there's support for it. But if it doesn't sell, they're gonna not
A lot
bother
of
with
people
it
don't care
ever
about
again.
Golden Sun nowadays.
Yeah.
I was
But
going to say there's a
F-Zero?
lot of. Well, yeah. There's a lot of like Kid Icarus stuff in the game, but I think if there's going to be an Uprising sequel, Sakurai would have to work on it, and he's going to be busy with DLC for the next year. So
Yeah.
maybe not that. I mean, I could see like an eShop Ice Climbers game or something, like some small $5.
I mean, oh, you mean a new one? Because the original
Yeah, like
one's
a new
on
one.
the- yeah,
No, I know
it's
the original's
online
on the
thing.
Nintendo Switch Online thing, but I mean, I think there's going to be like an HD thing, like some type of HD Ice Climbers, like an eShop game.
I'm just trying to think through all the characters in the game, and I don't know who they would do at this point.
They're not making a new Duck Hunt, I can tell you that.
Well, this is how I see it. They're making new IPs for games that were similar instead of just rebooting them. And for like those very old games like Ice Climbers and stuff, they would just put it on the Nintendo Online.
I mean, this isn't a Nintendo franchise, but maybe having Simon and Richter in there would. And Konami just released the Rondo of Blood collection on PS4. And there's the Castlevania Netflix show. Maybe they're priming up to make a new Castlevania.
No, they're just cashing in. They're like, oh, they're Smash. People care now. Here's a game.
Then I really don't know. I don't know what else.
I
King
can't even
Kong,
think of
Banana
something that
Boat
would
Adventure?
be rebooted. That's the thing.
Wii Fit? We're going to get a new Wii Fit
I
next
just
year?
like them to make new stuff and like fix problems with old games like ARMS.
Yeah, it
'Cause
feels
ARMS
like
sold
they are
well.
just looking for new stuff. Like ARMS,
ARMS sold really well.
Splatoon,
Yeah.
ARMS, and Pokken. Even though it's Pokemon, it's just different. Like
Yeah.
3 games are just completely different. That they all just did new things, so they could just do more stuff with that if they wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm glad we got another reboot of Gen 1 though.
That's true. Very true. Good way to wrap this whole thing up. So, guys, thank you
Wait,
for
hold on,
tuning
hold
in.
on, hold on, hold on. One last thing.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Spyro Reignited Trilogy, nice.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
have the game right here, and I'll tell you how I feel about it next time we do an episode.
All
I
right.
went out, bought it, and just
Chris.
let it download while we were talking. Can't wait.
It was very fun. Had a great time.
Cool.
Very worthwhile purchase. It's only $40. 3 great games. Worth
Spyro's better than Crash, right? We all agree.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
though I
double
like
checking.
them,
Double
but yeah.
checking.
I have no history with either of them, but looking at Crash makes me want to throw up. Spyro just looks cool.
All right. There you go. Well, guys, like the video on Shofu's channel. Make sure to follow all of us. Coast and McDareth and Mike and Roger and Shofu and Viram and Zeph. And next week, or no, we won't be back next week. Probably. We'll probably be back in 2 weeks because next week is going to be a holiday weekend. Well, maybe we will be. I don't know. We'll let you know on Twitter. Stay tuned. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.